set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, check. Exit.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got Smith here.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The pass from Ryan complete to Freeman, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Ready, back 25.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
Wait. Hey, Tuesday. Ready, son?
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now first and 10 at their own 22. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And a Buccaneer first down.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
X3, 218, chop.
Check 31. Check nickel.
This is Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. This complete to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And it's complete, right back to Ridley. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Ready, blue 80. Back 25.
45 to Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet.
22.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Again, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 9, Winston into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and he will be out of bounds on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter.
We're ready.
54. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. They find some open field here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Ryan. He finds an opening past the 40. He completes it to Jones. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Ryan now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Out Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. Jones has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. Ryan now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They go play action. Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot, because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. Jones hit in the ball zone.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Watch out.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
White. Green, triple T. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Fresno. Shift. Watch the shift. He's coming. We got double up. Back. Tight dog.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Jones, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
51, Tom! Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot!
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, check, lucky.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 9, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
22.
Under crunch.
Freeman again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
54, right there, 54 Mike.
On first down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get up.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On second down, it's Jones. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Pick it up. Even. Wide. Get wide.
On third down, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 16, first down, Tampa Bay.
Sponge. No.
On first down, it's Jones. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
59, Mike the 59. Quit talking about it.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You don't want it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Winston now. He completes it to Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, wait.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he's got room. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Big play there, Ryan to Jones. 67 yards. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. He gets away from 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Wait. Switch. He's checking. Crash. Sonny. Check. Let's go.
Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready. Blue ready. You must be drinking.
Man left. Hey, we are.
Let's go.
Jameis now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Jones. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
No. Hey, let's go.
They'll run it with Jones. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
20.
To throw is Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Three, triple C.
Here we go. Kill. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Watch the twist. 45.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And they take a knee.
Ryan on the keeper.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
5 down. Stand up in.
Ready to go.
And they will take a knee here.
Ryan on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it. Freeman. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here it comes.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Winston on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down. Today's final score
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.